my mom is well known for her work in launching the Special Olympics movement. But the people who really are known around the world are President Kennedy, her brother, my uncle Bobby Kennedy, and his work and as part of his brother's administration, and then as a candidate for president himself in 1968, my uncle Ted Kennedy. Those are the people whose reputations, people say, well, what was it like? Or do you remember the president? Do you remember Senator Kennedy? Don't you admire? I admire your uncle so much. That's what gets the attention. But right in the picture, next to all of them, is my Aunt Rosemary, and she was born with an intellectual disability. And all those boys, in that case, and my mom and her sisters, they all grew up with Rosemary in the house. Now, I asked my Uncle Ted, and towards the end of his life, my mother, we talked about this quite a lot. What effect did Rosemary have? She never wrote a book. She never gave a speech. She never got elected to anything. She never made a great investment on Wall Street. She never was the belle of the ball. She never sat in the front row seats at the ball game, stuff like that. She never did any of that stuff. All the things that the boys and the more competitive siblings did, she didn't do any of it. And yet, my view is that it was the leaven she placed into the system, into that family system. And the leaven that said, when we give ourselves to Rosemary, you know what, we get something beautiful back. The moments in which I think all of those 8 siblings saw in her a cause that was worthy of changing the world. They knew that the world couldn't see their sister. And when your sister's cool and beautiful and wonderful and deserving, and no one else sees it, imagine. That's the experience of so many siblings. I know my sister, my brother, has value, has made a difference in my life, has contributions. No one sees it. What's going on here? Why don't you see my sister? And I can hear the echoes of that emotion in the politics of my uncles and certainly in the work of my mom. See this, give of yourself. Remember these words. Don't ask what's going to come your way. Ask what you can give. Where did he learn that?